The sun rises over an ancient city. Its golden light spills across marble steps, where a figure sits in quiet contemplation. This is not a man waiting idly. This is a philosopher preparing for battle, not with sword or shield, but with the unseen forces that will test him throughout the day: anger, distraction, and fear. Now, imagine you are that figure. What if you could wake up each day not overwhelmed by the noise of the world, but fortified by unyielding clarity? What if you could navigate life's chaos with the steady grace of someone who knows their true purpose? This is the daily practice of a Stoic, and it holds the power to transform not just a moment but an entire lifetime. Stoicism is not about lofty ideals divorced from reality. It's a philosophy forged in the fires of adversity, lived by emperors, slaves, and generals alike. The Stoics didn't just survive their days. They mastered them. They approached every sunrise with deliberate intention, seeing each hour not as a burden to bear, but as a canvas on which to paint their principles. This wasn't some grandiose quest for enlightenment. It was in the small, almost invisible acts of daily life that the Stoics found their strength. Marcus Aurelius, despite the weight of ruling an empire, turned inward each morning to prepare his mind for what lay ahead. Seneca, surrounded by the extravagance of Nero's court, chose simplicity as his shield against corruption. Epictetus, born a slave, turned his captivity into a classroom of resilience. But how? What did they do differently that made their lives not just tolerable, but extraordinary? The Stoics' day begins before most of the world even stirs. Before words are spoken or decisions made, there is reflection. Imagine standing before a mirror, not to assess your appearance, but to confront your soul. A Stoic asks themselves, what do I fear today? What desires threaten to distract me? This morning ritual is not self-criticism, it is self-honesty. They strip away illusions and arm themselves with truths. When Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You will meet ungrateful, dishonest, arrogant, jealous, and surly people today," it wasn't pessimism. It was preparation. By naming the challenges, he robbed them of their power to surprise or unsettle him. As the day unfolds, the Stoic's mind remains a fortress. Picture the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where merchants haggle and soldiers bark orders. Chaos reigns, but the Stoic moves through it like a river carving stone, not by resisting but by adapting. A rude remark is met with silence, not because the Stoic cannot respond, but because they know that reacting gives the insult control. When faced with failure, they do not crumble. Instead, they ask, what lesson lies hidden here? And yet, the Stoic's discipline is not cold or robotic. It is a fiery commitment to what truly matters. They know that life's greatest battles are not fought with others but within, the battle to remain kind in the face of cruelty, calm in the face of chaos, and grounded in a world that constantly tries to pull us from ourselves. The climax of the Stoic day is not its trials, but its quiet conclusion. Imagine the philosopher at dusk, seated by a dim flame, their gaze fixed on parchment. This is the time for examination, a sacred pause to replay the day's events with unflinching honesty. Marcus Aurelius called this practice casting off. He would recount his victories and failures, not to gloat or despair, but to learn. Did he act justly? Did he let anger cloud his judgment? Did he seize opportunities to help others, or did he retreat into selfishness? But here's the Stoic secret. They approached this reflection not with guilt, but with curiosity. They understood that perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Each misstep is a teacher, each success a stepping stone, each day a chance to refine the art of living well. Now, picture your own day. It may not involve Roman forums or imperial courts, but the challenges remain the same. There's the co-worker who tests your patience, the family obligation that feels overwhelming, the constant hum of distractions that pull you away from what truly matters. What would it mean to live as the Stoics did? To start your day not with your phone, but with a moment of quiet reflection? To meet each obstacle with curiosity instead of frustration? To end your day by asking, "What can I do better tomorrow?" The beauty of Stoicism is its accessibility. You don't need to be a philosopher or an emperor to practice it. You only need to choose intention over impulse, purpose over distraction, and wisdom over comfort. The Stoics did not live for applause or recognition. Their daily rituals were not for others to see, but for their own transformation. They understood that life's greatest victories are often invisible, the anger not expressed, the distraction overcome, the kindness quietly given. Today, you have the same opportunity they had centuries ago. You can choose to approach this day not as a burden, but as a gift. You can choose to act with wisdom, patience, and courage. Will you take that first step? Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and join us as we uncover the timeless practices that can shape not just your day, but your entire life.